Well, it's May, and I've been putting off doing a garden tour, but I think I will because on Friday we're getting below zero and maybe snow. So all of this may go away. So here's my quick garden tour, and it's very messy again because I'm changing things again. So here we go. We're going to do the biggest mess first. These are all bags of leaves from last year that we're supposed to compost down, but it's so dry here that they're basically bags of dry leaves. So I'm going to have to find another spot for them, water them down, and let them compost this summer, or just fill them in on beds as mulch. The side area, finally cleaned it out. I'm building this raised bed, but I may end up taking it out and just putting in all stones. As you can see, there used to be, well, you can't see, but there used to be just a big pit there. You see how this area is, there's a big gap. It was all low like that, so you couldn't just walk right through on even ground. So I'm filling it with stone. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm still debating it, but I might just remove this and put the stone on the whole thing, because we've had a lot of fires lately, and I think it just might be better to have stone this close to the house and shed. So there's that. Try not to walk too fast. These are my sunflowers that I started early because they're supposed to be special kinds, but I don't know how well that's going to go. My natural ones tend to grow better, so we'll see. These are what's left of the tulips, which were beautiful this year. They're pinks, and I'm really glad I put them in last year. Everything else is coming up. The yarrow, the ornamental grass. Chrysanthemums are coming back up. I see weeds. I'm really pleased that my rose started to come back up. Actually, that I may have to protect from the snow, the cold temperatures, because it's a beautiful white rose with a nice scent, and I don't want that to die back. Oh, I have a friend. Pardon my shadow. Hey, buddy. What you doing? Hi. I think he's looking for food. Okay, my lovely dandelions, which I love, as you can tell. I leave some, not all, and the rabbits and the finches really enjoy them. These were, oh, this is getting cleared out. You can see I'm clearing out the wood. More leaves. This is a screening I put in last year. I don't think I showed you that. I took all the compost bins from here and I've planted it up. We'll see how it works out. It's supposed to be hardy plants, but we'll see. My thyme is spreading everywhere. And these are leeks that overwintered. Sunflowers that aren't supposed to be growing. And my parsley that is 3 years old now, which is pretty impressive. Honeysuckle, which is probably going to die in the freeze, or die back, I should say. My chives, which I can never get enough of. This path is probably all going to be stone as well, and I'll show you the giant load of stones we have out front and why that's going to be. That's lovage, which I use in stews and things in place of celery. And it's perennial, so it comes back every year. I've got some lettuce coming up, which won't like the cold. Carrots coming up. These are my radishes. Thyme. My peas are in, some of my peas. My strawberries are coming up. You can look at the pink, I love that. Pink and white, different kinds of strawberries coming up. My asparagus plant went insane this year. Look. It's way up. I don't know how I'm going to keep that out of the cold. There's more peas at the bottom of it, but you can see the stalks were huge. We got 2 or 3 meals off it, and then I just let the rest go because I want it to expand and I want some seeds. This is garlic and Swiss chard that came back. So I'll be eating some of that, but I'll basically be cutting it back and pulling it out because there's the little bits there is lettuce that's coming up. And these are onions coming up. sage overwintered. This is lemon thyme, which is fantastic. This is an entire bed of leeks that I threw in at the last minute, kind of as a cover crop, but survived, and we've been eating those for a couple months now, and they're delicious. This is one of my chard that I planted this year, so that's a good new chard. More chives again, never enough chives. These are supposed to go in. These are some more Swiss chard and some hollyhocks and sunflowers. I have corn planted back here, but it's not coming up yet. Hopefully it'll be up by this, if the freeze doesn't kill it, maybe it should stay in the ground. I was hoping it would be up by this weekend. Actually, I see one. I see one. Let's see. This right here, I think, is a corn. So there's one corn, maybe two, coming up. Actually, that's probably a sunflower over there. Okay. Sorry, dizzy. Quick spin. This is bachelor's button, daisies, raspberry bush from my neighbor, which is starting to come back. More bachelor's buttons, which, you know, the bees love, and the wasps. Dude. This is going to be expanded area that I built last year. These rocks aren't here properly yet. I'm going to take out this lawn and then build a proper rock wall with these stones, which are on the property. This is an expanded garden area that I did last year as well. I'll have to revisit this year. We'll see. My giant mulch pile that is literally the tree that used to stand here. So I kept the mulch. It's a year old now, so I can spread it on the gardens this summer. It's also the hill where the bunnies like to dig and go. And I believe there's a baby bunny den right here. Mummy covers it up. It's right here. She covers it up to hide it. I used to have a huge pile of dirt here where it's flat. I used it to level the area where I put the stones beside the house, and that's where I discovered where her babies probably are. And bird baths, which I need to clean out. The broken sprinkler head, which I need to fix. And I got another bird bath, which also needs to be cleaned out. My clematis, or clematis, however you want to pronounce it, is actually coming up the trellising this year, so I'm happy about that. One of my columbines just came out, probably not going to survive the freeze. Same with these purple irises. So, coming through, that's pretty much it. So that's a good quick tour. Not much new. I have some bee balm and things. We'll walk out front and you'll see the giant pile of stones. So this area is going to have all this rock removed and this pea gravel. And this is where more of stones of this size are going, because I don't track them through the house that way. And the front yard obviously needs a lot of work. Walking through, and the massive pile of stone, which we've already been digging into but doesn't look any smaller. So there's that. And yeah, that's it. This is the big garden tour. And I'm photographing it now because I think it's all going to go when cold weather comes. Oh, I'll show you. I haven't got the edging in, but you can see I'm putting stones all around the house, which was the plan from the beginning. But I'm finally getting it done now. And I still have to clear out some things around that corner and flatten it a bit and put those stones in. And then just take you over to the other. I also did this. We're leaving the pea gravel here. As I dig it up, I add to this because it needed to be filled in. I put this little walkway in. That board's there so the wheelbarrow doesn't crush everything when I take it over with the stones, but it's a pathway of wood. It's easier to walk on. And this is this side garden, which is one of my favorites because it's small and manageable. So yeah, say hello and maybe goodbye after the freeze. We'll see. Like my giant allium is just about to come out, and it may not make it. Oh well. All right, that's it for today, and yeah, we'll stay tuned for the tour after the freeze. Bye.